Hey folks, in this video we would be discussing if an online degree is a regular degree or not. So guys, earlier we used to have distance education. Distance education, if you ever enrolled in a distance education program supported by IGNOU or any other university, they used to send you like the books and text and other materials through courier. You used to get that, you used to study hard, and then they would have they have their own examination centers everywhere throughout the country, and you would appear for their exams. And when you get your certificate finally, and on the certificate they would mention clearly that it's an distance education degree. As compared to regular degrees, you get regular, it's the same regular degree for everyone. So I do not need to define what a regular degree is. However, that distance education has evolved itself into online education. So online education falls under distance education. Well, not all online education falls under distance education, so there are two categories of that. So for example, if you are enrolled in a university in a regular course, because of the pandemic, they are not allowing classes, they are not doing their regular classes in the university or in a physical premises. So what they are doing is they are doing it online. So they have their own learning management system where students log in, and there would be live lecturers teaching you or giving lectures which you have to go through. So, and they mark their attendance every day as well. So those classes go on for like 2 to 3 hours every day, or even 8 hours every day. It depends on which course and which university you are enrolled in. That's an online education for a regular degree. Technically speaking, that they would be charging you regular course fee for that. For example, so there is MET University and there is MET Online. Alright, that's one of the examples that I can come up with. So if you want to study BCA in MET University, you would have to pay 8 lakhs, 6 to 8 lakhs in 3 years. And because of the pandemic, students are not going to the classes. They have shut down their university for now, because of the pandemic, because of government's restrictions, because of everything that's happening around. So these students, they go for online classes. Their lecturers take their online classes. There are different mediums of doing that. Again, the fee remains the same, 6 lakhs, and they have regular classes, everyday classes. When it comes down to MET Online, they are charging you fraction of that fees, like 2 lakhs, 1,80,000, 2,20,000. You have classes every day, but not for all the subjects. So, for example, this week, Monday to Friday, there would be one particular lecture for 1 hour. That's it. If you are joining, then that's okay. There would be 70, 80, 100 students or even 200 students in that particular class. If you somehow manage to, if you are not able to attend those classes would be saved online somewhere where you can access those classes. So instead of having 5 hours lectures, you would have one particular lecture on one particular subject for 1 hour. That's the end of the story. There would be students asking for doubts and everything, but the lecturers, they would ask you to ping them. You have an option in the learning management system where you can ask your professors your doubts. You have an option to do that, but it becomes very difficult for them to clarify doubts for each and every one in a 1 hour session. That's practically impossible. No one can do that. So down the line, you finish your examinations semester wise and everything is done. Finally, you get your degree. On the degree, you would see it is awarded. It would be written as MET Online. That's what it would be written on it, and that comes under distance learning program. It's not a regular course. It is definitely not a regular course. So when you are applying for a techie job, let's say if you are applying for a tech support, this degrees would not matter if a guy has a regular degree or an online degree. That does not matter. What matters is your skills. If you are going into a BPO for technical support, your skills would matter. How good you are at your skills, how good you know the product, how best you can execute the the things. When it comes down to an engineering job like a coding job, it's still not a trend in India though, but employers tend to choose people from regular colleges with regular degrees as compared to online degrees. As long if you are exceptionally good in coding and you can beat the guy who who has a regular degree, then yeah, they would of course go ahead and select you. But that happens once in a blue moon, and that is one of the very rarest of rare cases in India, of course. But in foreign countries, in other countries, they would see that you have a degree, that's what they need. It's an online, it's a regular, it wouldn't matter. All that would matter is your skills. So that's the key difference between an online degree and a regular degree. Online degree is not a regular degree. Second question that comes is placements. So students keep, there are fellow students who keep on asking ki, they are paying like 3 lakhs or like 4 lakhs or like 2 lakhs or like 1.5 lakhs. What guarantee or what assurity they have for placements? Why are you looking for an assurity for placements? Are you joining the course just to get placed? That's such a crap question to ask. So basically in BCA it's basic computer application, basic programming. In order to get a job, you have to be skilled, you have to do more than what you are supposed to do. So that's a simply bogus question of asking what kind of placements they would get. What kind of placement? If you go ahead, look for a job as an undergraduate, there are jobs that are paying like 7 to 8 lakhs. Those are BPO jobs, technical support jobs. So there is this company called Concentrix. They are hiring for technical support associates. Basically, if you are from BCA or a tech background, then they would prefer you, of course. It wouldn't matter if you have an online degree or a regular or a distance degree or a regular degree. They are paying salary up to 7 lakhs, and the client is Microsoft itself, Microsoft Server Support. That's what you would be doing there throughout. Yeah, so that's one of the differences over there. Now you have your issues. You cannot do night shifts, you cannot do day shifts, you do not have you may not have proper communication skills. Then you would have to develop that. Until and unless you have skills, no one is going to hire you. Even in placements, even if they say they are placing 100% people, until and unless you have those required skills, no one is going to hire you. If I was an employer, if I do not find the required skills in you, why would I go ahead and hire you? And even if you get hired, the salary would not be for much. It would be somewhere between 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs per annum. What would you do with that kind of salary? It's okay for starters. It's okay for starters, but that kind of salary is not going to it wouldn't suffice. That kind of salary would not last till the end of the month, until and unless you are from a tier 4 or tier 5 city. In metro cities or nearby metro cities, you wouldn't last with that kind of salaries. So that's like basic living, like paycheck to paycheck every month. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, I would request you to subscribe. We have a target of meeting like 1,000 subscribers so that our channel gets monetized. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching the video. Have a great day, folks. Bye bye.